everybody, welcome back to History Showdown for the second semifinal that we have here of season 1. So today's contestants all won their groups in round 1 and are now competing for a spot in the championship to currently join History Underground. And they will be the second guest and then our third guest for the championship. We'll hopefully get that episode next week. It is the wild card. We're bringing back 3 former contestants that did really well. They're going to get another chance, and that is going to be Chris vlogging through history, Cypher the Cynical Historian, and Emperor Tiger Star are all going to be there. Now, before we begin, I want to bring in our guests, and I want you to welcome them. And I know some of the fans, they're all coming in and y'all are supporting. I really appreciate that. And I know the contestants do. Let's see. We'll go first added. This is Chris from History Dose. He has the epic voice. Will you say something epic, kind of? Because you're so good at that.
It's so much more epic on my channel, but the Mongols are approaching the walls.
Oh, gosh. See, that just gives me shivers, like when you say the
we gotta get the music going. Can you do some throat singing in the background?
All right, that was awesome. I don't know if our next guest can do the cool Mongolian throat singing, but this is Chat History, who continually says he's not like a history guy.
I'm not.
He is doing better than like everyone. So can you try?
The last show was a fluke. I'm here for fun and to have fun and to hopefully be fun. So hello, everyone.
Hey, actually, yes, no more using that excuse. You are good. Chris, we had a request. Will you say Hannibal is at the gates?
Hannibal is at the gates.
Oh gosh, ooh, shiver. All right, and his fans are all up in the chat.
Are they?
All the way from Europe. Lavader, can you do the Mongolian throat singing?
Okay, let me try. Okay.
Nice try.
I mean, I'm already honorary Mongolian, so I guess that works.
Yeah, you probably have the higher percentage of the Mongolian DNA. The three of us, the 3 rest of us are probably Charlemagne descendants, because I hear if you're from Europe or Asia, you're either a descendant of Charlemagne or Genghis Khan. So
I mean, it's not unlikely considering that they had a ton of children. So there is a chance. Even if distantly.
All right. Also, everybody, if you've been keeping up with Historical March Madness, the first round just ended as we started this, and I want to do a real quick look before we begin at who won round 1 and who is going to round 2. And I'm going to put a link in the chat. Go ahead and vote. So what Historical March Madness is, let me go ahead and present this. Every year we do a tournament and we pick a topic and we put historical figures or something against each other. And you, the viewers, all you do is just pick who you think should, who it should be. So I have not seen these results, and I just wanted to take a quick look. And again, y'all can vote right now. It doesn't cost a thing. All right, who won between Charlemagne and Akbar the Great? Okay, it was Charlemagne. So again, we're all, so many of us are related. No love for the Mughals. Interesting. Okay. And then we had Cyrus the Great versus Justinian. Oh my gosh, it's tied. It ended at a tie. Should we let our guests break the tie? What do you guys think of a matchup?
Okay.
Cyrus the Great versus Justinian. We had a tie in this one.
Okay, you know what? Just to piss off the Persians, I'm going with Justinian.
Okay.
I have to be the counter voice. I'm going Cyrus.
Cyrus? Okay, it's coming down to you then.
All right. If I had any knowledge of who either of these people were.
Persia versus Rome LARPers.
What was the first one?
Cyrus, founder of the Persian Empire. Justinian
Persians.
of the Byzantine Empire. This is great.
I mean, Cyrus has the title the Great, correct?
He does.
Well, that's pretty great.
I did take off on this tournament all of the greats. to hopefully even out the playing field.
It's just Cyrus the regular.
Yeah, just the guy.
You know Cyrus.
I appreciate that you took Akbar's rank as an admiral off of there.
Yes. Yep. All right. Well, let's go.
I would go Cyrus.
Yeah. Do you want to cast a vote? You can do it.
Well, I'm currently trying to get through clicking a whole bunch of animals and to prove that I'm a human on this.
Yeah. So this one closed, and we'll see what ended up happening. But oh well. Okay. Well, we can come back to. I'll go through the other results though. Okay. Then we had Queen Victoria versus Mansa Musa, which Victoria won by 1 vote. Queen Vic. As a monarchist, Lavader. I don't know if you're a British supporting monarchist.
I mean, they're both monarchs, so.
Mansa Musa is the richest person ever lived, so that's pretty cool. But imperialism won out. So, all right, that's amazing. 1 vote. Okay, then Catherine the Great. Yeah, she's called that. Emperor Meiji. It was Catherine. Catherine won that matchup. Good call there. And then we got ancient Rome and ancient Greece. We got Augustus Caesar beat Ramses. Oh, and then yes, I forgot we had a couple more. Genghis Khan destroyed Sargon of Akkad.
Historically accurate.
Yeah, I mean he kind of destroyed everyone, but no love for the first emperor.
I think it was all Genghis Khan's relatives.
Yeah,
just the fans coming out.
Send it there. All right, then we had Suleiman defeated Big Fancy himself, Louis XIV. If you don't know him, Chanistry, he has the best of the titles. Suleiman the Magnificent.
Anywhere.
Look at his hat. Look at this. I joke in my class about okay, if you wore this, what do you put in there? Like snacks?
Your whole inventory.
The gold of the Ottoman Empire.
Those neck muscles have got to be just top notch.
It's like a linebacker.
But he did have, this guy had serious swag. Look at the cute, Louis XIV.
Those heels. Those
are adorable.
Solid.
I mean, I gotta say, in terms of drip, Louis destroys.
Yeah. And well, yeah. Okay. And then Napoleon. I mean, there's so many Napoleon fanboys out there. He defeated first emperor of China.
I mean, this guy, I actually never heard of him, so I am not surprised that Napoleon won.
Yeah, it's too bad. Look at the Shi Huangdi if you guys didn't. He was nuts. Okay, anyway, round 2 voting is open for everybody. It should be at least. I'm going to put the bracket in one time, but let's go ahead get back to what everybody came here for, mostly, which was the game. So on the board here, we have got round 1, which has got 5 categories, as you can see on your screen: Greek city-states, feudal Japan, atomic history, Egypt, and Punic Wars are all up right now. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to let the chat, the first category suggestion I get, we're going to have that be the first question. Let's see what we can get. Lavader for 500. Okay. That's not a category. It's just like personal history, I guess.
Oh, I know that one.
Punic Wars. Okay. They want Punic Wars. I'll just okay. I got 2 for Punic Wars. We'll just start off from 100. We'll get it going easy, you guys. All right. First one to buzz in. I'm gonna let them answer. You do need to answer quickly, otherwise I'm gonna buzz you. If you do get it wrong, we're gonna let the second person go ahead and get a chance. And if you get the question right, we'll let you pick the next question. So let's go ahead and start Punic Wars for 100. Here we go. The Punic Empire was also known by this name. History dose.
Carthage.
That's right. That is the Carthaginian Empire. But I never really called them that.
You remember when the Punic Empire?
Those guys, but we started. Send it to the Phoenicians. Forget about that too. All right, okay. You get control of the board.
Let's do atomic history 200.
Ooh, okay. Atomic history. Here we go. This first successful nuclear weapon research project was surprisingly not on an island. Lavader.
The Manhattan Project.
That's correct. You guys are going to see some of the wit. The witty questions, I do have to give credit to one of my mods and staff members, Professor What. I like the wit. So that's pretty good there. Manhattan Project, there it is. They put the bomb. There's the first test there.
Now, was Trinity just the site?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Trinity's the site where they detonated that one in New Mexico. So speaking of which, can I say what your next video is about? Because it's related, right?
Yeah, it's about surviving a nuclear disaster, but not a bomb, a meltdown of a nuclear power plant.
Ooh, okay.
What are you planning?
Have you tested this out? Have you
don't look at the news, don't look at anything.
Yeah, that's like years later they're going to look back on this live stream as the warning signs. Like there were red flags.
I've told my CIA agent it's nothing to be worried about.
Okay, good. I appreciate the preparation.
Chat history and his fans that survived the fallout.
All right, Lavader, you got to control the board.
All right. You know what? Let's ball this. Feudal Japan 500.
Okay, Feudal Japan. We're going big. Here we go. This the period of this first shogunate lasted from 1185 to 1333. Do y'all know your shogunates? Go ahead, Lavader. He's going for it.
The Kamakura shogunate.
That is correct. Well done. Your first shogunate's impressive. All right. Were they the best one, though? What do you think?
They fought off the Mongols.
Mid.
Hey, yeah, if you did fight the Mongols, and you beat them, even if you had help of storms and stuff like that, I still feel that's an achievement. Because there's not very many people that say, hey, we defeated the Mongols, or at least we didn't get annihilated. All right, you keep control.
Okay, let's go Egypt 400.
Egypt for 400. Now, I did not, just so you guys know, everyone thinks it's always going to be ancient Egypt. We'll see if that throws you off. Here we go. The Halab Triangle has been disputed between Egypt and this nation. That's supposed to say since 1956. Go ahead, Lavader.
Sudan.
That is correct. They have been over this useless piece of land for a long time. So they got the little part that's sticking over the border because it's hey, let's just use 22 north latitude, and then it's whatever. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on in this part of Egypt, Sudan, but
that makes so much sense now because I did a video a while back about countries, and every single doing all the borders, there was always just this blacked out space, and I was like, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna ignore that.
Yep. Isn't there a space around here too, around the Sahara, that's like nobody claims? I think I've heard that before. But you could go there, I guess, if you wanted, but it's has no resources or nothing.
Sounds like somewhere to slap a Walmart.
I know. You know what? I heard. I think it was in a video. Somebody was like, "Hey, a solar company should go claim that and just fill it up with solar arrays in the Sahara, make a fortune."
There's just a Buc-ee's out there.
Yeah. All right. Let's see, Lavader. You're still in control.
Okay. Let's pump this up. Egypt 500.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. These two colorful streams form the life-giving river of Egypt, meaning the Nile. These two streams make it up. Lavader.
I'm just gonna say the Blue Nile and the White Nile.
You are correct. Nice.
I am on an absolute roll.
Nice job. They
coming out swinging,
combined.
these big ones.
I even found a picture, and I didn't really think the blue one looked very blue, or even the white one looked very white. But I mean, it's something there. Nice. We got some geography up in here. Okay. They don't actually confirm where the Nile starts. There's a classic thing about Victoria, but what's the real source? It's debatable. I like it. All right, you stay in control though.
Okay, I think I'm going to continue with my 500 streak. Let's go Atomic History 500.
Atomic History for 500. Here we go. The Tsar Bomba was tested over this archipelago, whose name means new land in English. Biggest bomb ever detonated. Lavader.
Novaya Zemlya.
That is correct. Well done.
Actually, the only reason I got that right is because New Land is, I know, so like the language I grew up with is Bosnian, and New Land is basically Nova Zemlja, and that's how I literally just spoke it out like it was, and I prayed to God that I was correct.
It's like, did you guys ever see Slumdog Millionaire? He's having a Slumdog Millionaire moment. The Indian kid that's on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
These are coming back from his past or something.
And every single question had a relation to his life story.
I think we need Sarabama in order to slow down Lavader here.
Yeah. Want to test that? We could you could test it and do the effects, and it could be in the chat history video. How to survive a 50 megaton bomb that I heard like broke glass in Finland.
Live action demonstration.
Yeah.
All right, you're in control still though.
Okay, let's continue this streak. Mr. Terry, Greek city-states 500.
All right.
Oh boy.
Greek city-states. Let's do it. The city of Syracuse on this island was the largest of the Greek city-states. History dose.
Is that Crete?
That is incorrect. Lavader. Oh no, don't look.
I was gonna say Sicily. Too late.
I won't even let me click it for you now. Dang it.
I think you can add it manually.
I can. Do we believe him though?
I believe him.
He
seems like an honest guy.
Okay, we'll do it.
Wait, what?
They said you're honest and they believe you. So yes, it is Sicily. All right.
I'm gonna try making up this one by losing another 500.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Terry, last 500. Let's go.
Okay, Punic Wars. 500. Here we go. The last Punic possessions became the Roman province of Africa, with its capital in this city. Lavader.
Come on. It is. I think I fucking know. Carthage.
Incorrect. We can't.
I made it up. I made it up.
It's got to be a little harder, I guess. But good question, or a good one. All right, the answer is Utica.
Utica.
You can see just up a little bit. It's kind of the last place they took there. So there you go. Now you are still in the lead though, but there are so many points on the board. Remember, we have a double the points round after this. Plus,
look, I've done nothing.
You get to vote, or you get.
I've done nothing. And I'm in second place.
It's fine.
You gotta get some.
We had the show. If you saw Fat Electrician, Habitual Line Crosser, and then Chris Cappy from Task and Purpose, and he won by just not chiming in ever because the others were just like so gung ho that they got in the negative, and he won by being like 0. It was great.
I might just start saying the first thing that comes to my mind.
Just do it. You got nothing to lose. I promise. We will not take this points. They're not money. Like you're not losing money. Like you owe us. But in that same sense, Lavader's not getting money. I'm sorry.
I got to see the fine print on that.
Okay. All right. Because of your because of that, and you're just admitting of you are going to play the game here. I'm going to let you pick though.
Atomic 1.
Okay. Atomic History 100. Here we go. Operator error, design flaw. This is the worst nuclear disaster in history. History dose.
Chernobyl.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. You didn't see it because it wasn't
that is
there.
A good show, yeah.
How many wrong again? 4 wrong.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough show to get through.
Oh, it's so entertaining though.
But
by the way, Mr. Terry, maybe if you can, maybe you can make it so that the buzz thing maybe is up so we can't vote for like another 3 seconds because it pops up right as you begin reading the question, and then it's very easy for someone to just auto spam.
That's fine. Here's the thing about
people
that.
I'm
going to go ahead and let you guys can buzz in, but you got to know it immediately. I'm going to give you like 2 seconds and then so I will make sure y'all don't cheat with that.
I had to face Tiger Star, and that is the quickest it's the quickest shot in the West.
He was so good at that. If I remember right, didn't you win on the last? Was it the last? Like,
yeah, I just bet it.
he's coming back, and he's going to be good. That wild card show is actually going to be a lot of fun.
I know his tiger claw is ready.
Yes.
Just hit that buzzer.
When we did the timed buzzer, what I found is that it just became a who could click first thing, and you didn't. And it was, I don't know. It was interesting. Anyway, all right. So yes, Chernobyl. I'm sure this will be talked about in your video, chat history, right? Maybe.
Actually, no.
Oh, okay. There's like an actual disaster, at least as like a reference point. Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah. History dose. You got control.
Let's do feudal Japan 300.
Okay. Feudal Japan 300. These feudal lords commanded the samurai. History dose.
Daimyo?
The daimyo is correct. The daimyo.
I got to be quicker.
Here's one. Yeah, just go in, man. We took off the thing, so the daimyo.
See, chat, if you are quicker and you just know your stuff, one day you will have a score like I have.
You're right. I will.
Yeah.
I aspire to be you.
We also identified the, if you had a timer and it just came into who buzzed in, it was like, we wondered, is it who had the best internet? It was in your show, Lavader, right? We had Janos from living ironically in Europe, and we're like, Serbian internet would not work,
Let's do 400 feudal Japan.
Sorry, how much?
400.
400. Let's do it. This code was followed by the samurai. Chat history.
Bushido.
Let's do it.
Dang, that was
nice.
Quick.
Does anyone know the actual code, like the words, like the terms?
I don't know that it was actually written out. Was it?
I'll show you. Yeah, it's on my.
I will be a good samurai.
Here you go. Integrity, respect, courage, honor, compassion, honesty, loyalty. These are like the phrases for it. So,
and they always followed that and never massacred the peasant population.
No,
never diverted.
No corruption. No, whatever.
Yeah.
I like how, when the age of the samurai ended, they all just like became businessmen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the guy that founded, was it called Mitsubishi?
That actually reminds me of a modern example of that, is that when the United States pulled out of Afghanistan, and then I actually read an article that came out like a year later where it's like the Taliban fighters are angry that they have to sit in an office and use Microsoft Excel instead of fighting.
Microsoft.
Well, that's Excel.
You gotta have those.
No, when we did our video on the siege of Qingdao in 1914. That was really crazy because that's the first sort of naval launched air raids in history are actually from Japanese planes on this German colony in China. And as I'm looking into the history, I'm like, okay, well, documenting who these generals are, giving a little bit of background. A number of these generals and admirals launching this assault, their fathers were samurai. It was like my dad was a samurai, and now I'm sending planes to go do bombing raids.
I love the stuff you guys can add. You're so good. Let's do this. Chat history. You are in second place and in control.
Feudal Japan 1.
Okay, Feudal Japan 100. The emperor was a figurehead. This position held true power. Chat history.
Oh Jesus.
Too late. Sorry.
Yep. You got me.
The shogun.
The shogun's correct.
Yep.
Ah. Oh, it's okay. Sometimes it's right there.
Left.
You guys like the new Shogun series, by the way? Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It was so good. So good.
I guess they're making us. I guess they're planning to make another season, even though, like the fictional book ends there. But you can always pull from real history
because it gets even crazier, like that time period.
Yeah.
They got to go full shutdown mode eventually. That's what they need to get up to, at least, is like, okay, kick out all the Europeans. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. History dose. You got control.
Let's do Punic Wars 300.
Punic Wars for 300. These two legendary generals faced off at the Battle of Zama. History dose.
Hannibal and Scipio Africanus.
That's right. You were quick on that one. I didn't think I even read it through, but I knew that you knew.
If you know two generals in the Punic War,
those are the guys. We need some more Scipio, Scipios, and Hannibals. Like people don't name their kids cool names like that anymore.
The last guy who was named Hannibal really just got a bad rap.
That's true.
Yeah. I skippy over that chapter.
All right, History Dose, your choice.
I'm so scared of Egypt now because I thought it was going to be ancient.
It doesn't mean it's not.
And now we're talking about contested land with Sudan. And
I know, and geography. So.
I'm not in this.
This is this is the semifinals. This could
just ball it.
I'll go to Punic 200.
Okay. The first Punic War began on this island. Lavader.
Oh yeah, Sicily.
Those.
My microphone wasn't on, and then I panicked when I realized.
Two Sicily answers, huh?
I realized after I proofread that Sicily is in the game. There's an answer twice in this game. So Sicilian.
That's going to be my new default if I don't know it. Where did the Soviets test that bomb? I'm pretty sure it's Sicily.
Any Sicilians in chat? This was your day. So, all right, cool. You got to get that nice farmland. You know, that's what they said. And Mount Etna. Kind of have some volcanoes in your empire. All right, Lavader, you are back in control.
Let's go Greek city-states 400.
Greek city-states for 400. Here we go. This wonder of the ancient world was located in Rhodes. History Dose.
The Colossus of Rhodes.
That is correct. The Colossus. I was looking through so many images. There are so many different poses out there of it. I don't know if we have a good recollection, but do you think, okay, so like so many of them say that you sail your boat in between the legs, right?
I'm worried about looking up.
Yeah. Do you think they looked up? And do you think it was,
I mean, who would resist?
Correct?
Did they sculpt the spheres?
That's what I want. Shoot an arrow up there. I don't know. Yeah. Is that how it got destroyed? Like, whatever. We need cool monuments like this again.
It was corrupting the youth.
Exactly.
It's good luck if the mast just taps the back.
It was good luck for a good voyage on your way out. All right, History Dose, you are in control.
Punic Wars 400.
All right, here we go. Sharing his name with a fake arcade game, he documented the history of the conflicts. Lavader was all up in this. Yeah?
Fake arcade.
It is Herodotus.
Incorrect.
I
think you're thinking of the Persian Wars.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, I don't know what
fake arcade game. That was a funny one. If you ever watch Gaming Historian or Angry Video Game Nerd, that was the fun clue for this. All right, answer was Polybius. Polybius. Nice. I think that was the game, the video game.
The arcade thing just...
Yeah, the arcade one. Yeah, that was like supposed to be like a CIA plant for like brainwashing or something. That's some hilarious story. Like
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, if I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Either
Polybius.
Norm, the gaming historian, or like Video Game Nerd, Angry Video Game Nerd, did something like that. That it was supposed to like.
I couldn't think of any fake arcade games. I was like, I know some real ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Tekken 5, is it?
No. Unless you, after that, wanted to go assassinate a diplomat. I don't know. Like, assassinate a socialist in a coup, for the CIA. So, all right. Nobody got that one, but we're going to give chat history pick.
Oh, boy. Atomic History 3.
Here we go. After the first test detonation, he said, I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Chat history.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, never mind.
Stage
right.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
What happened to me?
You could have said Barbie too. I mean, they're linked.
Why did that oh my God.
You had it when you clicked. I know you did.
I did.
You know what I was hoping?
And it just left me.
I was hoping you would mess up and say something like Robert J. Oppenheimer.
I cannot believe
I would be about. If someone said Robert J.
Robert Heimer.
Did you take it?
Robert Heimer. But yep, J. Robert.
They say Robert.
Quoting the Bhagavad Gita, I become death, the destroyer of worlds. I was hoping that would be the first and last ever usage of the bombs. It was right. Or at least they would destroy them after and never make another one again. But nope. All right, History Dose.
It's too hard to let go.
It was.
Everyone's okay with everybody else getting rid of their bombs.
I do have to say, I
keep
did
mine.
like this. This chat right here. He shares the name of the video game. The great historian, Monkey Island. All right, yeah, wrong answers only in chat for that one, guys. Let's hear it. Let's see what you guys got. Thank you, Karma. All right, yeah, go ahead, pick.
Let's do feudal 200.
Feudal Japan 200, finishing out the category. Now known as Tokyo, the castle at this location was built in 1457. Lavader.
It is the Edo Castle. Oh, come on! I just said Edo Castle.
Kyoto?
I didn't say if it's right or wrong yet.
You're saying this location?
I had to knock chat history. Sorry, I was the same amount of time I gave him. What do you got, history dose?
So is it just? Are you asking for the city? This location? Or the
Too much time. Too much time. Too much time.
All right. We are avoiding this. Now known as Tokyo, the castle at this location was built in 1457. All right, I think we have to just wipe this one because it may have been.
I'm happy to.
Was it too?
I would feel bad saying Edo Castle to it. If that's the right answer, I would feel bad.
It is
saying it.
It is Ada,
as you guessed it.
But
because I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, I would feel bad saying that.
All right.
So this question was pointing to the castle and not the location.
I didn't know if you were asking.
Well, either way, it's the right.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was the city itself was called Edo.
All right, hold on. Chat, is this a wipe? Should we say for this one? By the way, Professor What in chat, you are the one that wrote this, but
even if it wasn't a wipe, history dose got too much time.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I agree. All right, we'll go.
Okay.
That put you back to where you were, right? Or wait, no.
It was just 200.
But it did minus, and then.
Come on, no.
Just go back to 0.
No. I'm trying to think.
I'll take 200.
Were you at 1900 before Lavader?
2100.
I think this is right.
You were at that?
Yep, this is right.
My bad.
This is what you all were at, right? Before? Yep. Nuke the question, they said. Nuke the question.
Zarbomba.
Right. Okay, this should be what the points were at. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another one. We'll let history dose pick. Yep, chat said.
Okay, I thought he was at 1900. Yeah, he was at 1900.
No.
Before answering the question.
Oh, was he? Lavader?
Yeah.
That might, you know what?
I don't know.
That's right, because he missed the
when he clicked on it, he was at 1900, and then he took.
Oh, the struggle of people with points.
Jover.
It's Jover. Yeah. Okay.
I got my points.
Okay, we're even now, or we're back to where we were. All right, go ahead and pick them.
All right, I'll do Egypt 300.
Right. Keeping it in the family. His co-regent was his aunt, and his stepmother was Hatshepsut, famous pharaoh here. Do you know your lineages? Lavader.
Tutmos III.
That is correct. You even got the number. Well done. Tutmos III. Man, it's hard to remember all of them, but
he looks just like all the other ones.
I think Akhenaten is the only one that looks radically different because he changed the art style.
Yes. All right, good one. All right, Lavader, go ahead.
Okay, let's finish off the atomic history category.
All right, atomic history for 400. Here we go. The staff at this Pennsylvania nuclear site went the distance to prevent a large meltdown. Chat history.
3 Mile Island.
That is correct. It was the closest U.S. ever got to a Chernobyl. Oh, my picture.
It's because I'm in Pennsylvania.
See, now you're having your Slumdog Millionaire mode.
He actually saved the world.
Yeah, 3 Mile Islands. Almost had a meltdown. Imagine that. All the big cities that are around there.
It's just 3 miles.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. Okay, you're in control, chat history.
Egypt for 1.
Okay. We're not in Tennessee anymore. This city just south of modern-day Cairo is an important hub for the Old Kingdom. History dose. Sorry.
Memphis.
That is true. Memphis, not Tennessee.
There's Memphis, Tennessee.
See what we did there? Very nice. All right, history dose.
Egypt 200.
200. Here we go. He shared the 1978 Nobel Peace Prize with Menachem Begin.
Is it Sadat?
But that is correct. Anwar Sadat. And it was peaceful ever after.
Solved.
No problems after this ever again.
He lived a very happy life.
All right. Y'all were avoiding the Greek city-states, but we are in the Greek city-state category. That's what we got left. So
I thought Lavader was just going to tear through those, but he's come out swinging. I think you only want the 4 and 500.
He drilled those 500-point questions.
And
then I fell off.
Well, he was sitting on that. So there you go.
I think you're being paid to make it more competitive.
I do like how competitive this is. Go ahead and pick 1, 2, or 3.
I guess I'll do 3.
Okay, 300. Here we go. This Christian apostle wrote 2 epistles to Corinth. History does.
Paul?
That is right.
I mean, he is the epistles. Are there any other epistles going out?
Paul. Paul of Tarsus. All right, 1 or 200?
200.
200. Here we go. A disciplinary lifestyle is named after this militaristic city-state. Lavader.
It is Sparta.
It is. This is Sparta. It's not even a question. Is this Sparta? No, this is Sparta. My students don't know it. What the 300, like memes. I put them up when I used to talk about Sparta. I guess I'm getting too old.
Yeah, they're too old school. Even I remember them.
They were all the rage in my high school. Like they were like going bonkers over them.
It was awesome. All the this is Sparta. It would be like I had this is Arta, and it had Bob Ross painting a picture, and they just don't get it anymore. I'm gonna
Kids
have to
these days.
I got to update my history memes, but
you got to do a TikTok dance with it.
That's true. We need more cool history movies. The kids will like. All right, no need to pick here because we only have one left.
I get all my history from Ridley Scott.
There you go. Yeah. This capital of modern Greece is sometimes considered the birth of democracy. History dose was first in
Athens.
That is correct. Athens. Someone should clean up the place. Look at this. So it's like all ruined over there. All right. With that being said, we still have a very close game, and there's a lot of points on the board for round 2. Right now, we are at Lavader's leading at 2,400. History dose at 1,800. Chat history at 400. We are very, very close. So we're going to move on, and here is round 2 categories. Now the points have doubled. We have inventors, the Black Death. I couldn't think of, I didn't want to just do CIA or just KGB, so we combined them. We got CIA and the KGB. Famous queens and famous travelers. All right.
I really hope you have like Freddie Mercury in that one.
Yeah, are these Yas queens?
Yeah. That's open for interpretation. So, all right. Let's go at, history does answer the last one, so we'll let you start off the board.
Give me Black Death 400.
Black Death for 400. Here we go. The Black Death first arrived in Italy in October of this year. This is when it arrived. Basically the first place in Europe. History does.
1348.
1347.
That is correct. Oh, it's so close, though. It's so close. It's so close. First started hitting the port cities. I think it was also Sicily, by the way. And then by Christmas time, so I was actually looking at this last night, it mainland, Italy, and then everywhere else pretty much 1348, 1349.
Lavader, if I had guessed, if you had gone first, would you have guessed 1347?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, just know, like, 1348 is when it's hitting me.
Yeah, and the funny part is I actually buzzed right around the same time as you. So if you were just a second slower, you would have not lost any points.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep. All right. Here we go. All right, Lavader's in control. What do you like?
Okay, let's go CIA and KGB 800.
CIA and KGB for 800. Here we go. He was the longest-serving director of the CIA, overseeing many coups d'états. History dose.
J. Edgar Hoover.
That is incorrect.
It is
Lavader.
Alan Dulles.
It is Alan Dulles. Dulles. Gosh, yes. Jump with
He was the
Hoover's a
director
very
of the FBI history, though. It's not the CIA.
Oh, true. That was just what came to my mind.
Yeah, he was FBI. Yeah, he's basically the brainchild behind the CIA, and his whole thing was, hey, let's do coups everywhere. So Mossadegh, all the ones in Latin America. Yep, there you go. And what, got an airport named after him? The Dulles Airport, the Dallas or whatever.
No idea.
Toppled a whole bunch of regimes from the inside.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's continue this CIA and KGB 1000.
Oh boy.
Okay. Ooh. Big one. This is the only former Soviet state that still uses the KGB. It is still what they call their agency, their intelligence agency. Lavader.
I hope I'm right. Belarus.
Okay. That's big time. That's 1,000 points. It is Belarus. They didn't change, like everyone else changed their names, like their agency names. I was part of like the Soviet Union or satellite state, but for whatever reason, Russia. Belarus is like, you know what? We still like that. So I don't know what that means, but whatever. Okay. Go ahead, Lavader.
I'm going to continue my luck on the Black Death. So let's go Black Death 800.
Okay, Black Death 800. Here we go. The Mongols launched plague-infected bodies into this city in Crimea, now known as Feodosia. Lavader.
Is it Kaffa? Kaffa?
Yeah. It is. Siege of Kaffa.
Wasn't coming to me.
They were bringing over the plague, and they had plague-infected soldiers that were dead, and yeah, they launched it with catapults into the city. Which, by the way, also because that was a port city, also brought the plague over to into Europe there. So biological warfare in its early stages. So, all right, yep, that was Kaffa. All right, let's go ahead and continue on, Lavader.
All right, let's go a bit different. Let's go Inventors 800.
Inventors for 800. Great. Here we go. Steve Jobs released the first Macintosh computer in this year. The first Mac.
Okay, another shot in the dark. 1984.
And you hit the target. It is 1984.
Unreal.
Well done. 1984.
Was that the
Lavader is rich enough to invest big in these stock markets. And
if you could go back.
Shoot in the dark.
If you could, yes.
I'd be such a good gambler, but I don't know if I should risk it.
All right, good stuff. All right, you're in control still.
Okay, let's test my luck again at the casino. Inventors 1000.
Ooh, okay. Some of you are, and I know history knows history. You probably got your finger on that. Gotta get in on this. Let's see what we got. He discovered penicillin. History dose.
Jonas Salk.
Incorrect. Oh, cured of polio, if I remember right. Lavader.
Alexander Fleming.
Correct. Alexander Fleming. I had his picture too. I swear I did it. Just okay. It's your typical scientist. He had glasses. Okay. I guess I didn't save it. All right. Good work.
This is a devastating sweep right here.
Maybe, but it's not over.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
The second round
okay, let's make it easy. Famous Queens 400.
Okay, famous Yas Queens for
now he's gloating.
Originally from Prussia, she became Tsarina of Russia in 1725. Chad history.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna say Catherine the Great.
Why would that be wrong when it's right? Huh? Why would that be wrong? Right. You are correct. Catherine the Yas. I think that's her name. Is that what it translates to?
Yeah.
The Yas. All right. Well done, Chat History. Welcome back in. All right.
And time to go. Let's go with Black Death for 1,000.
Black Death for 1,000. Here we go. This king of Castile died of the plague in 1350 at the age of 38. A monarch dying from the plague.
It is
Lavader, go ahead.
Alfonso XI.
XI, meaning the 11th, is correct.
I was too scared to like get the Roman one, so I just said it like that. I honestly was genuinely thinking of saying the 9th, so I am fucking glad I said it like that.
I'll be honest, I would have gave it to you for just Alfonso, but well done hitting the XI. Well done. Okay, you're in control.
Okay, CIA and KGB 600, please.
Okay, here we go. CIA, KGB. The KGB was founded in this year. I know the year question's a little lazy. I do have to admit on my own part, but you know, what was the KGB founded? All right, Lavader.
1954.
That is correct.
1492.
1492. That's when just everything was created. All right. Yep. 54. You got to have one. I mean, CIA was already going, so you know you got to match it.
You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have messed up here and said something in the Stalin era. Like, I forgot what it was called, but well, it wasn't the Cheka. What was it afterwards?
After the KGB? Oh, the predecessor, the one before KGB.
The predecessor of
before. When I looked into this, I forgot what it was called, but yeah.
Was it
the NKVD? The NKVD.
Yes.
NKVD.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have tripped up here and said when the NKVD was formed. I almost made that mistake, but then I reread it and said, KGB.
This is when the Soviets were countering all the American institutions because they're also going to make the Warsaw Pact here.
Was the CIA 47?
CIA, I think officially, because it was like they used a organization that was in World War II and then kind of like changed it. But yes, I just looked at it officially. Yep, 1947.
All right, put that question up and let me answer.
Okay, when was the CIA founded? Okay.
Oh, Lavader buzzed in already.
Oh, all right, Lavader, you're up.
Okay, let's go. Okay, another shot one. Famous Travelers 1000.
Ooh, okay. Famous Travelers. Here we go. He tried and failed to find a northern route to Asia from Europe, but claimed land in Canada for England. He's like, let's sail north to get to Asia. Lavader.
John Cabot.
John Cabot is correct. Well done.
I'm just waiting for him to get one wrong.
Yeah.
Sweeping this so hard you'd think I was cheating. Maybe I am.
John Cabot.
I might just go take a piss break and nothing will change when I come back.
Is where you can start throwing. You can just start throwing darts. You know, like I mean,
at this point, I might try to beat his score through with a negative in the front.
It might be enough points. We'll see.
Okay.
Remember,
let's try.
He could blow it though. I mean,
he can't.
Remember, the final question is you're going to wager, and will his hubris take over and not want to, bet all in, like, or at least part of it? You can trip yourself up. You can fail yourself with, arrogance. So we'll see. You're in control still, though.
All right. Okay. Let's see if I'm a good monarchist. Famous Queens 1000.
Okay. Famous Yas Queens for 1000. Queen of Angola. She was famously successful at resisting Portuguese slave raids. History dose.
I'm guessing with the name here. I think it's like Nzinga.
That's correct. Queen Nzinga.
Nice.
There she goes. Yep. Had to defend her state against that.
Okay. That was like not a common name at all. So I was just like, that is just what came to my mind.
Yeah. The other way you also have to survive is do some slave raiding of your own.
History dose is so back.
Was part of it.
Queen Bazinga.
Is the next question is for 10,000 or something?
Yeah, next one for history dose videos for 80 million. Here we go. All right, you're up though.
Let's do Famous Travelers 600.
Okay, Famous Travelers for 600. Here we go. He died in the Philippines, although his surviving crew finished the circumnavigation of the globe. History dose first in.
Magellan.
That's correct. Magellan.
Nice.
I don't like it when people are like, Magellan sailed around the world. That's like a common thing you hear.
He started a voyage that eventually
Whoa,
sailed around the world.
got his nose up in the Philippines business, gets killed, get a spear to the throat or something, and then his crew, they got thrown onto the bus. I forgot what was his captain's name that really did it. That should have been the famous guy. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Magellan. All right, history dose.
Let's do 800 famous travelers.
Okay. He inspired the names of North and South America. History dose. First in.
Amerigo Vespucci.
Amerigo Vespucci. Chat history I saw was very, very close enough. And then Lavader buzzes in after I say it. Good job.
Yeah.
Amerigo Vespucci. It's interesting because that's all people know about him.
Yep.
All the different
Really
explorers,
is.
like you know where he went.
We should have had like a vote. We should have had a vote to determine what they were going to be called. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, who would have won that?
Well,
it wouldn't have been Amerigo Vespucci.
There's also the issue that like there was 100 million people probably already here, so stick with. I don't know if they had a name for the continents, but
The United States of Vespucci.
You wouldn't have any need to create a name for both continents.
North Vespucci and South Vespucci. We're all Italians out here in the West. All right, let's see. Hey, there's still a lot of points on the board. Don't give up, guys. Let's go ahead. History does.
Inventors 600.
Inventors for 600. Here we go. This rock group is named after the inventor of the seed drill, Lavader.
Shit. How did what? Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull.
I'm gonna give it to you. Toll.
All right. Close
I
enough.
was so quick to give you to click my X button because it was coming on a little bit slower, but
These guys look miserable.
well, they invented the seed drill. They're like, that's what we're known for.
One of the coolest inventions, I guess.
Wait, they weren't the ones that invented it. Oh, Black Sabbath. What he said, nice. I like that. All right.
Okay, let's go Black Death 600.
Black Death 600. Let's do it. They were a religious sect that famously whipped themselves for forgiveness of their sins. They did this during the plague. Lavader.
It is the Flagellants. Flagellants.
Right. Yeah,
they were named after it.
Right, that's what the whip's called, right? Yep. And these guys, they go into town. If you haven't heard about these guys, right? Everyone's like, where the heck is the plague coming from? What is this happening? Is it a curse from God? Is it whatever? And then these guys are like, we got to repent of our sins and stuff. So they come in, walk through town for everyone to see, and whip themselves to bloodiness. They think that will to suffer like Jesus did. That's what they said.
And it cured the plague.
And the plague left. I mean, it was gone.
I mean, it didn't have to go. The plague didn't have to go away right away. It could have still worked, and it went away after like 500 years.
Yeah, it worked.
That's plausible.
It's a long game.
Science. It had to have worked instead of actually spreading the disease by spreading their blood and all this stuff around to the whole town. I'm sure. All right. Good, Lavader.
Okay, famous queens 800.
All right, famous queens for 800. Biggest question on the board right now. A powerful female pharaoh of the New Kingdom of Egypt. She also built this impressive mortuary temple.
By herself?
Yep. It's like Minecraft. Lavader.
Okay, another shot in the dark. Hatshepsut.
Yes. Hatshepsut.
I hate his shots in the dark.
Yeah, what kind of shots in the dark?
I think these are shots in the light.
Yeah, she was one of that small handful of female rulers.
I had her name pictured in my head, like I knew it, but I was just afraid of maybe missing a letter or something. So that's why I spelled it out so weirdly, because I only know of her from writing, but never heard her name like actually spelled out.
That is the worst thing for like if you study history, you've read a lot about something, and then you look like a complete idiot when you say it out loud for the first time.
When you do voice acting, like all of us really have to pronounce it.
Yeah, occasionally. Sometimes when I'm narrating something, and I'm like, the entire time I'm writing it, I had it a certain way. I'm like, wait, hold on, let me just look up how that's said, and I'm like, okay, nothing like I thought it was.
Don't worry. No matter how hard you try to pronounce something right, someone in the comments will tell you you're wrong.
If you mispronounce it, regardless of what's in your video, people will be like, "This guy has no idea what he's talking about."
Opinion invalid. Yep. Yeah, she was very powerful, and consider one of the first major female, rulers as far as like powerful empires. But built that awesome it's a funerary temple. So anyway, all right, Lavader.
Okay, let's take away the 600 one from Famous Queens.
Okay, let's do it. She was the first and only female emperor of China, originally becoming a concubine to the emperor. She was originally a concubine.
Did a video on her.
Wu Zetian. Zetian.
Empress Wu. Nice. There she is. Yeah, she was started. I was looking this up. She started as like a companion to the emperor at the age of 14, and eventually he dies. She becomes empress for a bit, and yeah, empress in China. You don't see that very much.
And
I love
the queen.
I love how we haven't even still touched the 200 ones.
Nope, because you guys knew there's
no point.
Big points were big.
Okay, let's take out the middle CIA and KGB 400.
Here we go. The CIA used this famous spy plane to spy on countries like Cuba.
Oh, I think I know this one.
Also got shot down and caused a whole incident. History dose.
I'm just going to guess the stealth bomber.
Nope. Lavader?
Was it the U-2?
Yep. U-2 spy plane.
That's a band.
Yeah, I know where they got their name from. Or actually...
You missed a chance to do another band reference.
Yeah, they would fly these over the Soviet Union, fly them over Cuba, and then they've had incidents where they'd get shot down, and the Americans are like, "What? Why'd you do that?" Cool. All right, let's go ahead and stay with
Okay, I'm gonna give this one to History Dose since I wanted to get a few more points. Famous Travelers 400.
As long as you bet all yours on the last question, I'm happy.
Wait, why is it for him? Is he gonna get it? Is that what you're saying?
Guess I know travel.
I guess we'll see.
Okay, here we go. This famous Italian explorer thought the Earth was much smaller. Thought you could sail west to Asia. History dose.
Columbus.
Yeah, that's right. He thought everyone else was
Yay!
Everyone,
congratulations.
He's like, everyone else is dumb. The world is like a quarter of the size people think it is.
Actually, wait, I said 400, but never mind.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it did seem easier than most 400.
It was his brother that convinced him that, so, All right, should we do 400? What do you think?
Yeah, 400.
Okay. This Phoenician trader gave Europeans a rare look into Asian society. Lavader.
Is it Marco Polo?
It is.
It took me too long for that to come to me.
I was going to say Trader Joe.
Trader Joe. That was his brother. That was his brother, Joe Polo.
Yeah, you're the debate about whether he went to China or not, though. There's he said he did, but I guess one of the pieces of evidence is that he never mentions foot binding, which people thought if you actually went to the royal court of China, that would be something that probably would capture your attention and bear a mention.
I mean, he followed the Mongols around, right? So
he did. Yeah, he did.
That much of like the Song dynasty or inner workings, because they were all about that.
Because I think the theory would actually be that he made it to Mongolia, he traveled all these places, and then he sort of had spoken to people who went to China and kind of pieced together some stuff. But
that is kind of seem to be a thing where he. We don't know for sure, but used a lot of accounts of other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if you exist at that point in time, you would probably embellish too. Like, who's going to find out? It'll be a few centuries until anybody calls me out on this.
I got a question.
Yeah,
can I have 1 minute so I can go poison the water hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. We'll talk about Marco Polo. So, yeah, we talk about him in like my. AP class, which is the university level class, is Europeans knew very little about Asian culture and stuff. So when he came back, it was very influential because they're like, "Whoa, what is this?" They like burn black rocks for heat, and they have paper money, and they shower more than once every month. and they kind of thought he might be a liar. Like people don't do that. It's like, no, he's actually talking about coal, and yes, they did shower, and paper money, yeah, all those things. So it made him very interested. Columbus loved him. It said that Columbus used to carry around the Marco Polo book with him all the time, and he would highlight it and like write in the things. He wanted to be like the next Marco Polo. So
yeah, it is crazy, like reading those old explorers accounts, and some of them describe meeting people with their faces in their chests, and it's like the world was so unexplored at that point that you could write something like that, and people would be like, "Yeah, it makes sense. Okay,
yeah, that makes sense." Yeah, people have their head. I love it when they do the paintings. Like that one's so funny. The head.
Oh yeah,
chest in the head.
And then I think I forget when they're from, but the first European accounts of gorillas.
Yes, I think that was probably the Portuguese or something. They're humans that are like really hairy and stuff.
Yeah, which I guess I don't know. At that point, maybe you had never seen anything that looked remotely like that.
Like if you saw a monkey or gorilla for the very first time, you'd also think it was just people who are very hairy. Let's be real.
Yep. All right, poison the water hole.
Yep.
You just downloaded all the history.
Like I did. I
Chad
went
history
to
comeback.
Lavader's place.
Downloaded. Went to Starlink and just downloaded all of the history into your head. Awesome. All right, Lavader, you're still in control. We got 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
For the end.
Okay, let's go inventors 400.
Inventors for 400. Here we go. Should the standard greeting be hello or ahoy? He invented the telephone. Chat history.
Alexander Graham Bell.
That is correct. By the way, true story. The first proposal was the standard greeting should be ahoy. What do you guys think about that? Instead of
that'd be great.
I don't know.
That's what you pick up on the phone. You go ahoy.
I think the standard greeting should be what do you want?
Yeah. Standard greeting. What?
So,
Why didn't you text this or text me? All right, good stuff. All right, chat history. What would you like?
CIA 2.
Okay. This Russian president once served in the KGB. History dose.
Putin.
That's right. There he is. Comrade Putin.
Have you guys seen the picture?
He never smiles.
Have you seen the photo that alleges to be, I think, like him as a KGB agent in the background of Ronald Reagan?
Oh.
Somewhere else? It looks a lot like him. It's pretty convincing.
Interesting. It's not.
You gotta share your screen and show it later, but
okay.
I
want to Putin behind Reagan.
I think it's Reagan.
U.S.
Yeah.
I actually want to just look at it. I want to see if this is like a thing.
I see it. It's the one where he's shaking the hands with the kid, right?
Oh, the little boy. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep. It's
honestly, I'd say nah. I don't think it's him.
Here we go.
On
the left.
It's not crazy though. Like if you look at the picture you just shared,
like the tourist here.
Yeah.
That looks like the guy who hosts Jeopardy now.
Oh, Jennings.
Yeah, it was him.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys this. Whoever wins this tournament gets to go on Jeopardy. So.
Oh well, okay. Have fun, Lavader.
Well, yeah.
All right, I love that time. Well, it wouldn't have been a time traveler. I like the time traveler ones, like the Nicolas Cage time traveling. You ever seen those photos? They're great. All right, history dose. We got 3 questions left before the final showdown.
Inventors 200.
Inventors for 200. He said he found out 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb. History dose.
Edison.
Yep. Great quote. To keep you working. And just invent
that's in your. I feel like that's in your history classroom.
Like this is probably a poster,
Yeah.
Read. At least like scientists.
Yeah,
like
and then you grow up, and I always feel like there's been too much backlash against Edison. We're like, we became so pro Tesla that we're like,
true. He's ruthless.
It's still kind of important.
Didn't you do a video on that?
What?
On Edison, like being
back when I did Discord stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like people aren't a fan of Tesla nowadays.
Not Tesla himself, but
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 left. We got famous Yas Queens, yep, and the Black Death. So, you have a preference?
Black Death.
Okay, let's do it. You're taking death over women. Okay.
Yeah.
Gross. These were swollen, painful lymph nodes caused by the plague. History dose.
Didn't they call them like buboes?
Yep, buboes. Gross. They can be like size of like a golf ball, or it can be like size of like half a softball. They get all purple and black. For the reason they call it the Black Death. And
That
one of the
looks
original
like
juice
things that would be
pouches.
good is you cut those open, and drain them out. So
the simple cure is just
like I'm genuinely curious, like when you cut them, what does come out?
just black dead
Flavor.
blood cells, I guess.
Yeah.
Gross.
I think strawberry juice.
Really good. This is when they were doing magic, by the way. This is a famous painting when they had no idea obviously what was going on. So he brought in like magicians to come in and ward away the spirits of the, whatever.
Is this your card? You're gonna die.
All right, last one for the final showdown.
Give me famous Queens 200. I'm just feeling it.
I'll give it to you. She attempted to reverse the Protestant Reformation in England by burning dissenters at the stake. Chat history.
Bloody Mary.
Yes. There she is. Queen Mary. Just look at her. She just looks angry.
I was about to say Elizabeth I, so I'm lucky.
Okay.
Oh, you would only have a substantial lead.
I think
they're gonna have to reverse Mary. They went on those different directions of religion.
Just sucks they named a bad drink after her.
Queen Elizabeth was kind of the opposite of her.
Yeah. They had to compromise eventually. All right, guys. Final factile time. So here's what's going to happen. These guys are going to be wagering. Now, the category is African dictators.
Ooh.
African dictators. And they're going to be able to go ahead, based only on that information right now, are going to be able to wager their points as of their choice, the points. If they get it right, they're going to get those points. If they don't, it's negative points.
I only know one, so
African dictators is going to be the category. So these guys are entering their wagers right now. You might have to do a little math. I know Lavader. We'll see if this is where I'm wondering if his hubris is going to come through or something.
if he doesn't go all in, is he
going all in? Even if I lose,
Listen. I'm stupid, but I'm not retarded.
Okay, well there you go.
We'll see. Okay. Waiting on history dose. He wagered. We'll see how the math works here. All right. Here it is. This Ugandan dictator, known for his brutality, ordered a failed invasion of Tanzania.
It was the only one I knew.
You go ahead and put your answers in right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Terry.
Oh, okay. You're like, I know all of the dictators.
I'm competing for silver. Unless Lavader, I really hope you bet 13K.
All right, the answers
as I said, I'm not stupid. Actually, no, I'm not retarded. I am stupid, but I'm not retarded.
Let's see what
You're getting this video
y'all
censored.
said. He put Idi Amin. History dose put Dada.
Yep.
Chat history. Idi Amin. The answer is Idi Amin is correct. With that,
No,
being said-
History Dose gets it right. That was his,
Dada's
also
his last name.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no!
History Dose gets it
I
right.
didn't know that.
Edie
Oh,
Dada, I mean, or whatever it was.
Can you
let's see what happens here. Wait. Okay. We're gonna reveal the score. Let's see. I don't think even mathematically would matter, huh? Here are the final results.
Oh boy, who's it gonna be?
It is Lavender.
I am genuinely shocked.
Because he did. I want to know what you wagered. Okay, 1,800. All right, so he was like.
So I can get exactly 10,500.
So I think I kept second though. I kept second because I didn't end up losing those 800.
Yes. But chat history
absolutely.
can just like take a snapshot here and just run with it. That was my bad, not knowing this other day. I just went by Idi Amin. But yes. All right, you guys. Well then, this round is now complete. The game is complete. Let's go ahead and bring all y'all back up here again. I appreciate y'all being here. Lavader has won. Congratulations. You hit all kinds of different questions. I thought that was pretty impressive.
Perhaps too impressive, Mr.
Whatever.
Carey.
We'll see if that will carry. I think we'll just go deep American history next time. Let's see if you can beat the Americans that will come into the final.
So who will I be competing against?
Well, the first one's qualified is History Underground. He's a U.S. history teacher and specializes in a few U.S. history things, especially World War II stuff. We don't know who the third one is yet because we still have to do that. But I don't know. Should we try to make it hard on him, Chris and Chat History here? Should we, for the next one, you guys want to help me write some questions? Some deep
All
stuff.
I know is that if he ever says "shot in the dark," it's there's 100% chance he's getting it right. Yeah. And
all right.
Talk you after scoring.
We need a desktop capture of Lavader while he's answering questions.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you guys coming on again. You all can chat. You can find these guys. They got their names here. We got Chat History. We got History Dose. We got Lavader, all putting out history stuff. I'll give you guys the last word. If you want to tell us what's where else maybe they can find you. Maybe what are you working on right now? Let them know what to look out for your channel. And we'll go. We'll start with Chat History. Why don't you send us out? What do you got?
I'm currently finishing a script up for continuing the Why You Wouldn't Survive series, doing a nuclear disaster, specifically meltdown of a nuclear reactor.
So literally educational. Like this will help you one day.
Education. Well, I always say entertainment first, education second.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's how you hook them. All right, Chris, History Dose, what's up? What do you got for us?
I haven't even told my Patreon or anything what the next topic is, so I don't want to go too much into the specific.
Sure.
But it is it's a cultural interaction, like two civilizations or two groups that you wouldn't have expected to have interacted, or a lot of people don't know. So another one of those, like, oh my God, what happened? They fought each other, and yeah, I like those kinds of videos.
What should they be watching right now? What was your last video?
That was the fall of the Inca Empire. So I did one on the rise of them, all before contact, which we actually have decent documentation of. And then we did kind of like the cataclysmic 32 minutes, which is really long for my channel. My brother did 40 original pieces of art for it.
Love the art. Love his art. It's so good.
And so yeah, that's like all on Pizarro's conquest, and then a lot of fall of the Inca Empire ones kind of end there, or they end right after the Great Revolt 4 years later. But we kind of we see it through. We go to 1572, all of this jungle warfare to try to resist the Spanish. It's fun stuff.
Does he have a good artwork of them like strangling Atahualpa to death or whatever?
So
imagery.
We are afraid of the YouTube censor, so
I don't blame you.
We didn't do that one, but I don't know. There's one like somebody gets beaten and shot with arrows at the stake. Okay. And he was like, okay, I'm just going to show their feet after they died. I was like, Joe, you cannot paint this scene. I know it's a big scene, but YouTube will kill you for it.
Give it to the patron members. By the way, all these guys, I know they have ways you can support them. Channel memberships, Patreon, all the things. It helps a lot because I don't know. I don't think we tell, the audience very much how common demonetization actually is.
Oh yeah, I mean, and so yeah, exactly what you said. Some of that stuff on the Patreon is stuff that I wouldn't put on YouTube. So one of the details that I put in a bonus episode for the Inca Empire one was when the Incas are resisting, they kind of have like this jungle base where they're fighting the Spanish off still, and they kind of are trying to incorporate some psychological tactics. So I don't mention this in the YouTube video because I'm very afraid of YouTube, but they started taking Spaniards. They would raid along the road, and they were putting them on pikes, and they said from their lower regions through their mouth. It's like, That's not something for Joe to paint, but
the old Vlad treatment.
Yeah.
The funny part is, since we are on the topic of demonetization, I actually have not encountered any kinds of problems with demonetization with my videos, and my videos are even riskier, like a lot riskier. Like, for example, there is one video from a year ago where I talked about a guy and his political ideas, and then I very openly said that he viewed Africans as subhumans and wanted them completely, civilized, and let's say a lot of other nasty things. And that video got monetized.
You'd be surprised. Like, I've had a couple times where, like, I'll upload and YouTube would be like, this, you get the yellow dollar sign,
right?
And then it's like, this needs to be reviewed. So, but after a human review, it's fine.
Yeah, that's actually the thing. So some of my videos at the start do get that yellow dollar sign, but then I just, automatically request human review, and whatever it was, it always turned out positive, and I got my video monetized even in less than 24 hours. So I'm actually very satisfied with YouTube in that regard. So I think the problem with a lot of YouTubers is that they don't really want to risk getting that human reviewer involved. But again, my content is so much riskier, and every human review I sent a video to, it all turned out green. So I think maybe YouTubers should just start more trusting human reviewers.
I'm screwed by that though. I did one on the mafia, and there was a picture of a body bag, and you could see, like, so it was like black and white. You could see some blood. I don't actually see the body, and it was flagged before I uploaded, like pre-upload, and I got a human review to confirm it. And so it was like good to go, monetized for like 9 months, made a lot of money on it, and then it got flagged again. And
it's so weird.
Well, can you review this? And they upheld it. And I was like, they were like, we cannot re-review something that we've already reviewed. I'm like, you already reviewed it earlier here, and you. Okay, what changed in 9 months?
Well. At least you managed to cash it out in those first few months, because I think that is most important. That is where you get most of the views from.
But now it will never get recommended, and it has
my last 3 human reviews. My last 3 human reviews were rejected. So that was something that didn't usually happen before, and actually was a body bag one. My last original video I did was on Rasputin, and there was about 4 seconds of I put a photo up, and it's low grade 19 or that teens photo of his body, but it was wrapped up after they pulled it from the river. It was wrapped up, and about 4 seconds of it, and nope, they said that wasn't okay. But although I'm pretty sure I did go look at their things, like their policies for that, and it was like, if it's wrapped up, like, it's supposed to be okay. And I was like, all right.
I had 4 or 5 seconds of grainy World War I footage of soldiers just walking across a field, and that got flagged. It's like, okay.
And honestly,
that's disgusting.
The worst. Actually, I have I actually have a worse story. This was at the very beginning of my channel, when I didn't even have like 3,000 subscribers. So I was making a World War II video, and I had the scene of some German soldiers, marching, and I wanted to use that. So I uploaded that little section completely privated, in order to see whether it had a copyright claim. So, so it doesn't get flagged for copyright. This was before I even knew about the 30-second rule. So I uploaded it there, and after like 5 seconds after I saw that it had a copyright claim, I automatically deleted it. And then a day later, I get a community guideline strike for that video for uploading it on private for 5 seconds, just to see whether it had a copyright claim. So I got a strike for that, and they immediately rejected my appeal. So then I had to stare at that little yellow bastard warning every time I went into YouTube Studio, and it pissed me so much off, and I was so glad to get rid of it when I had the chance.
Because that's what they suggest you do, is test it first,
right?
But
but I'm still pissed about it. Now I got a warning for literally no reason.
Oh yeah, and then it will say like limited monetization. If you reach out to YouTube, they're like, no, it's not demonetized. It's limited monetization. So every million views, you can still get 7 cents.
Yeah.
The weirdest ones I get, because it shows how inconsistent with my reaction stuff, I will get the yellow, like the okay, can't monetize. And then I'll ask that original creator. Last one I had was a Mr. Beat video, and he was covering, I can't remember what it was. I was like, did you get like demonetized for that? He said no, but I did, even though it was the same content. So I don't know. Whatever computer is working on that. The point though, for everybody, is support your favorite your favorite YouTubers. There's a lot of ways you can do that. We appreciate it. So
By the way, can I get my last word in?
Yep, we got to get Lavader in. Okay, Lavader, what? Oh, I should have said, because I said it to Chris for History Dose, but I didn't say for Chat History. What was your last video? What should people watch in the meantime?
Oh, I don't care, anything, whatever you want.
Okay. All right, Lavader, you got. By the way, congratulations. Yeah, what's going on with you? What do you got coming up?
Well, I actually got more of a political video coming up where I cover some media instead of some concrete politics. I'm gonna try, dipping my toes into the realm of media and see how I basically fare in there. So it's interesting to see how that will go. And as for my last video, so I had one where I started a new series where I basically just started talking a bit about stuff instead of using all those flashy editing and stuff. So just in general, talking there without really using much of a script. So because my videos generally do tend to take a while to make because I have to do a lot of research, reading, and the worst part is the reading and the research actually takes up so much more time rather than just the editing and such. So but I would say the one before that, the one why did Wilhelm II fire Bismarck, and Mr. Terry actually reacted to that video, so he can tell you how it was, so he can be a bit unbiased. Obviously, I will just say it was good.
Yeah, Lavader does he does. I don't call them spicy takes, but you'll challenge the common interpretations of certain historical things, like, was Wilhelm a bad guy? Was he a good guy? What was the one I was looking at with Austria-Hungary? Like Austria-Hungary, what'd you say was justified in the ultimatum against Serbia, that kind of stuff. So if you're into the spicy thesis statements, I guess.
I'm also for the future, I'm also planning another one in regards to German Empire on the on covering the German British naval arms race and see what is actually behind there, since I don't think a lot of people have actually covered that much in detail and what it was all about. And let's just say I found a lot of spicy stuff there and a lot of sources to back me up. So I think it would be one of the better videos, and I already know my followers are gonna spam you that video in the Discord. So I guess I will see how you will like it when you eventually get to it.
All right, guys. Thanks again for coming out. We will see you all hopefully very soon. And everyone have a fantastic night. Peace out.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.